Bortle here. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Hello, Bortle Nation. And we have here a personal deck profile. Weird, I play Traptrix. I've been utilizing Traptrix on and off, and I almost didn't use it for the event, but I ran out of time before playing something else, so I threw together something pretty spicy, and somehow it worked out at the end because we finished with 7 wins and 2 losses at this regional. That's right, guys. It performed pretty decent for something extremely random, and I haven't utilized some of these cards, for a while. So yeah, I'm gonna share the secret sauce with you. And speaking of sauce, let's shout out to our sponsors. Check out the description down below. Check out those links, support the channel. That's trollanddough.com, TCG Player, and Dragon Shield. Let's go. And this is our blue variant of the playmat. Get yours today at our Big Cartel shop with the link down below. Oh God, yes. And yeah, obviously shout out to the people hosting the tournament. That's Game Guys in Houston, Texas, where 420 players duked it out for the invite to nationals. Ultimately, I usually drop out if I knew I wasn't going to top 8, but hey man, we went X2 towards the later rounds, so I decided to finish it out. And shout out to your YCS Raleigh champion, Cameraman Neil, who finished 4th place at YCS Indy. That's pretty nice. And we have nationals coming up, guys, next month. I can't believe it's already here, guys. So yeah, huge shout out to everyone that earned their invites from this regional. And again, guys, check out my Big Cartel link down below. Get yourself a Team Bortle playmat today. Oh God, yes. Without further ado, I'm gonna take away with the rest of the deck profile. Alrighty, guys, I got 19th place at this regional. That's right, 7 wins and 2 losses, over 400 players. That's bigger than most nationals across the world and all that stuff. But I'm not swearing or anything. Whatever. Let's just jump into it. And I'm not going to go into great depth with the effects because by now y'all should really know what they do, because I have a lot of Traptrix deck profiles on this channel. So don't forget to like the video and sub to Bortle. Oh God, yes. We maximized on our starters. That's triple Murmillo, triple Mantis. They both have, 2 effects. Searches trap holes, searches monsters. None of these are once per turn. And in this deck list, you're gonna be like, whoa, you're insane. I had so many people reading the effects to double check me, but yeah, I was searching Mantis for Mantis. Those are just crazy. And we played triple Bortle, you're mad. Oh God, yes. This was just nuts. Yo, you're gonna see further in the list why I played 3. But obviously, this is a brick if you're going first game 1 and you don't have the field spell set up. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it some more. And only 2 Pudica. I'll explain this a little later, but I think triple is okay for most variants. But for this one, I opted to only play 2 because of a secret sauce in the deck. And I only played 1 Arachnocampa. That's right, only 1. And I'll explain why in a second. And we're playing 1 Atrix. Don't click off the video yet, guys. You need to see why I used the 1. Funny enough, I didn't get to abuse Atrix's effect in this tournament. It was just a body. I would always special it out, if I didn't want to waste one of my names with Sarah's effect. And I just didn't really get to utilize it for the tournament. But the whole mindset, pretty much, I wanted to bounce my trap holes and just activate them on the spot during my opponent's turn, from the hand because of Atrix. It didn't come up, but that's why I threw it in here. And you're going to see why I was able to throw it in here because of my deck choices coming up. Triple Shifter. Yeah, this was my hand trap. Weird. This format right here, Snake Eyes, is the top deck, and I wanted to play Shifter to kind of hurt them. And at the same time, Tempai is a hard deck, or it's one of the top decks as well. But Tempai is one of your favorable matchups in this format, for Traptrix at least. Because Shifter does literally nothing against Tempai because they run it as well. But hey, the rest of your cards in the deck can combat against Tempai. And funny enough, I lost to 1 out of 4 Tempai matchups because I bricked games 2 and 3. But we won all our game 1s against Tempai at this event. And let's go for our spells. That's right, that is it. We are playing no more hand traps. I'm only playing 3 shifters for the hand trap monsters at least, and you're gonna see why in a second. We're playing 1 garden because there's a card coming up pretty much that has garden's effect. So just the 1. I'm only playing the 2 Pudica, and yeah, double summon's really nice. And speaking of double summon, time tearing Morganite. Oh, ridiculous. Alright guys, y'all are thinking, yo, Bortle, you're mad because why are you opting to cut out your hand traps? I am not going to kid you, hand trapping certain cards against Snake Eyes and other decks, obviously you're going to win because some decks, lose to 1 hand trap. Weird, Traptrix is one of those decks. But hey man, I played through 3 hand traps at this event and this 1 card kind of helped me out. So yeah, Time Thief Morganite. I drew a few cards, few 2 cards. So going into this event, for turn after this resolved, and most of the times, if this resolved, they just scooped it up because my field presence was pretty nice. Because you get the double summon effect immediately, so that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, Time Thief Morganite, guys. Obviously, I only played 6 hand traps, 3 of them being Imperm. That's the best one out there. It turns off Snake Eyes Ash like completely, so that's always nice. But yeah, that's it for spells. No Pot of Prosperity. That is right, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. But yeah, no prosperity at all. Because in the past, I've always had an instance where, man, one of the 6 cards I banished off a pot came up. So yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons why I'm like, you know what, I'll just run Morganite. I'm gonna neg 1 and see if I can, like, if the game still continues, I might win in the end, in which most cases I did. But yeah, no prosperity in this list. And yep, already mentioned the triple infinite impermanence. So yeah, this was MVP throughout the weekend because it was like literally my only hand trap. Weird. And let's go ahead and talk about our trap holes. So in this variant, I went heavy into traps because that was my line of defense, was traps. No hand traps, just straight up traps. So I ran the most trap holes I've ever used in any event for this event. And triple Gravedigger's trap hole. This was nuts. This allowed me to win against one of my voiceless matchups. I only went to time and won one entire match throughout the day. The games usually ended pretty quickly, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so we ran triple Gravediggers. I think this is like the best trap hole, hands down. Well, obviously Holtea's, but that's the second best, I guess. And double Floodgate trap hole. This was pretty cool because a lot of people, when they see me like, burn a Floodgate for Holtea and then they negate Dionea or something, so they're like, oh cool, the Floodgate's out the way, and then when you activate the second one, they're like, oh dang, I got outplayed. Yeah, the second one comes up, guys, so that's pretty cool. If you want to be ballsy, you can run 3 of these. This is one of the best ones, Permanent Book of Moon. And woo, Trap Hole Nightmare. That's it for the trap hole lineup. You can see why this is like the most. I mean, there's other trap holes out there, bottomless, time, space, but I really like this one. This one actually came in a few times against Tempai as well. So yeah, there you go, my 9 trap holes. More traps. Torrential Tribute. This card was ridiculous, obviously against the Tempai matchup because, if they have field spell resolved and they didn't nuke your field, battle phase, this card comes in clutch. So yeah, shout out to Torrential Tribute. And we maxed out on Solemn Strike as well because, it's Solemn Strike and against Tempai, really good. Yeah, Strike is ridiculous, especially, gets the Snake Eyes Ash off the field completely. And I am playing Gozen match. Let me show you the other card too. My last card, Anti-Spell Fragrance. This main deck was really sick. I liked it. There's a few games where I opened it, going first, but I bricked, didn't have a monster, so I just died. But Anti-Spell was really good in the main deck. I suggest you running this. But as far as this one goes for the Floodgate Gozen match, I should not have ran this card for the event. In a format where fire monsters are rampant, that's Tempai and Snake Eyes, this was a bad choice. I think
ultimately the reason why I ran this was because, you know, some Snake Eye variants play Kashtira engine, so this kind of could slow them down, but at the same time, Gozen was a really bad card to play, so I do not recommend Gozen. But yeah, that's it. My 40 card main deck right there. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about some of the card choices. And yeah, that cutting Prosperity completely for Morganite, it was interesting. I don't think I ever needed more than, you know, 8 of my extra deck cards, but it could happen. I mean, Prosperity can really like hurt you, but obviously you're trying to win really quickly, you know, so Prosperity, banishing the right ones will lead you to victory. I mean, Prosperity's broken overall. It's just this deck really needs the extra deck, and it comes up a lot. Speaking of extra deck, let's just jump right into it. Triple Sarah, maximizing on Triple Sarah, obviously. It comes up, third Sarah comes up. Adipus, the boss monster. This makes everything gain 1,000. You gotta run Adipus, man. I almost ran 2, but I'm like, yeah, 1's enough. And 1 was enough because there's no Prosperity. Coolaria, this was a last minute addition because I wanted to do like the old school Atrix combo to where, you know, reviving either Mantis in the end phase and then specialing out Atrix with Sarah on my opponent's turn to where I can just start bouncing, you know, trap holes and activating right away. It didn't come up. I used this as a body to kind of climb into Adipus, but hey man, it might come up for you. So yeah, this was a really cool last minute ad. I opted to play SP Little Knight because yeah, SP comes in a lot, especially if your opponent, you know, ashes your Sarah, and when you were trying to like, you know, special with you know, an effect or whatever. So yeah, SP can come up for you. Cerberus, because of the Gozen match, you know, popping like, I don't know, Nibiru's or something. The tokens, strong monsters, they're special summon in the main monster zone. So yeah, Cerberus was pretty clutch. I liked it. No regret right there. Jump into the exceeds. We were playing 1 Inflatia, 1 Pingulia, 1 Alamurse. That's it for the exceeds for the Traptrix. All of them came up, especially this one. Because of anti-spell, I would have Snake Eyes players, you know, setting their back row, which are, you know, spells they can't chain. And if they're quick play spells, they can't chain anyway because, you know, they're under anti-spell. So Alameris came up a lot. I would pop like legit 3 cards on my turn because of Alameris and all the Mermellos. It was just nuts. So yeah, shout out to Alameris. Our normal exceeds, we're playing Time Thief for Doer. This is one of my favorite go-to cards. Baguska, it was pretty fair. I liked it. It would stun people for like a turn, and then usually on my turn, I try to like, you know, seal the game off quickly. So attack and let's go. Cowboy, it didn't come up. I never summoned it, but hey, it was in there just in case. But again, my games ended pretty quickly. Zeus didn't come up, but you never know, guys. I mean, you're playing a lot of exceeds here, so it could come up, you know, certain matchups like maybe Flunder or something. Didn't play those, though. And, yeah, Typhoon. Typhoon's really nice. I played it a lot, you know, against Snake Eyes because, for some weird reason, if you need a Typhoon and sit with some traps, you have a chance. But a lot of times when I summon this, I was eventually going to lose because, yeah, Tempai can only do so much, right? That's the extra deck. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Obviously, you can cut, I don't know, like 2-3 cards and add whatever you want, but this is what I use, so that's that. Just gonna jump into the side deck real quick. Don't want to make this profile too long. So double Pinkertops, only monsters in there. Again, goes in, you know, and this can help against like Flunder or any other type of deck where you can special defense and pop. This came up a couple times. I liked it. No complaints there. And we're playing Lightning Storm for our like board wipe / spell trap wipe. Yeah, I loved it. Great stuff right there. Cosmic Cyclone. This card, I have to run it. For the YCS Indie, I didn't play this card, and I faced against Skill Drain. Shout out to Daniel that went undefeated in Swiss with his Runic Stun. He destroyed me. Skill Drain Game 3. Yeah, so Cyclone, you need to hit, you know, certain floodgates, and it's pretty good against the Tyrions, all that stuff. You already know. And Evenly Match. This card, you cannot main deck this card in this format because of Tempai. They're already going to make you go first, so this is automatically dead. So I'd rather have D-Shifter be dead against that deck and every other card in my deck being live because I'm going first, obviously. So that's why I threw this in the side deck. Speaking of Tempai, shout out to D-Barrier. Great card. You have to max this out. You got Tempai, you got Voiceless Voice. This card came in clutch against Voiceless as well. Yeah, D-Barrier's here to stay. And guess what? This kind of hurts Traptrix too because it turns off the Exceeds. And lastly, Solemn Judgment. It says no, man. So you gotta play it, especially going first with all those, evenly matches. Harpy's Feather Duster. This is just the best card altogether. And I summoned a lot of Tempai normal summons, and that would seal the game, even though it costs half my life points. So yeah, guys, that's the deck profile. Let me know again in the comment section down below. Pick up one of these mats today, guys. Only, there's only a handful of them made. So once they're gone, they're gone. I love the blue lightning effects on it. And we have Savage on the other side. Rest in peace. But hey, man, if you want to, remember Savage, get the mat. Yeah, guys. So yeah, hit up my big cartel down below. And yeah, until next time, guys, Bortle out.